Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Quick announcement before we get to our video. I've been invited to attend MagicCon Las Vegas as a creator. Huge thanks to all of you for supporting this channel. It wouldn't be possible without you. In celebration of hitting 5,000 subscribers, the lovely people at Ultimate Guard have sent along a box of their newest products, like this Synergy Xenoskin Sidewinder. Ultimate Guard is known for making top-notch beautiful products, as you can see in this blue-white Synergy Sidewinder. I'll be giving away a few Ultimate Guard products at MagicCon Las Vegas, but only a few. I don't have a ton. Today's video came about because of some chatter I'd heard about the new Korvold. Sure, Korvold Gleeful Glutton isn't as powerful as Korvold Fakehurst King, but that's fine. Not every card needs to be game-breaking or CEDH level. So I wanted to see if I could build an ultra-budget Korvold Gleeful Glutton deck. But before we get started, I'd like to quickly ask you to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel, and it's free. With that out of the way, let's get into the video. Korvold Gleeful Glutton is an 8-mana 6/6 legendary dragon noble with flying, trample, and haste. He costs 1 less to cast for each card type among permanents we've sacrificed this turn. Additionally, whenever Korvold deals combat damage to a player, we put X +1/+1 counters on him and draw X cards, where X is the number of permanent types among cards in our graveyard. Remember, this is about permanent types, so Solemn Simulacrum counts as both an artifact and a creature. But he doesn't sacrifice himself. If only there were creatures we could sacrifice to help make Korvold that much cheaper. Now remember, I said I wanted a deck that was ultra budget. Korvold Gleeful Glutton's price is fluctuating all over the place, but the rest of the deck is under $45, so I'm happy with how it turned out. Now, to build a proper commander deck, you need several moving parts, and for that, we should turn to our handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. One more thing before we get started. I've been streaming Final Fantasy XIV over on my other channel, Musings by Danon, every weekday in the afternoons. If you want to pop in and ask some questions, chat about Commander, or just hang out, you're more than welcome to. Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Savage Lands, Myriad Landscape, Evolving Wilds, Terramorphic Expanse, Buried Ruin, Field of Ruin, Warped Landscape, Broker's Hideout, Cabaretti Courtyard, Maestro's Theater, Obscura Storefront, Riveteer's Overlook, Esper Panorama, Grixis Panorama, Jund Panorama, Naya Panorama, Bant Panorama, Bad River, Rocky Tar Pit, Mountain Valley, Grasslands, Bajuka Bog, Scavenger Grounds, 5 Swamps, 5 Mountains, and 5 forests make up our very on-theme land base. Mindstone, Commander's Sphere, Wayfarer's Bauble, Burnished Heart, Sakura Tribe Elder, Harrow, Crop Rotation, Springbloom Druid, Roiling Regrowth, Captain Lannery Storm, Reckless Barbarian, Brass's Bounty, Growth Spasm, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Tireless Provisioner, and the Mending of Dominaria all help us to ramp and cast our commander faster. Dread Return, Village Rites, Victimize, Dark Tutelage, Magus of the Wheel, Yavimaya Elder, Big Score, Seize the Spoils, Inspired Tinkering, Eternal Witness, Timeless Witness, Archpriest of Shadows, and Riveteer's Ascendancy help to keep our hands full. Fleshbag Marauder, Plague Crafter, the Eldest Reborn, Demon's Disciple, Merciless Executioner, Thrashing Brontodon, Smallpox, Abrade, Return to Nature, Beast Within, Terminate, Hero's Demise, Mayhem Devil, Seal of Doom, Seal of Primordium, Binding of the Old Gods, Putrefy, Cankerbloom, Chaos Warp, and Caustic Caterpillar help to slow down and disrupt our opponents. Blasphemous Act, Earthquake, Magmaquake, and the Elder Dragon War help us to reset the board as needed. Dreadhorde Invasion, Open the Graves, and the first Iroan games help us to create additional tokens to be sacrificed to our card draw or to act as chump blockers. Goblin Bombardment works as an additional sacrifice outlet to help cast our commander for cheaper, and Swiftfoot Boots serves as protection. Now that we have our deck list, we should compare it to our checklist. 57 mana sources split between 40 lands and 17 pieces of ramp. I know that seems excessive, but almost all of our ramp involves sacrificing lands, so we want to run a few extra. 13 pieces of card advantage, 20 pieces of interaction, 4 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate in Bajuka Bog, Return to Nature, and Scavenger Grounds. No sudden I win cards, but that's not the point of a deck like this. This is a mid-range deck with a ton of interaction. We should have enough to clear out any cards that slow down our gameplay, especially graveyard hate played by other players. This is not a fast deck. We want to ramp, sit back, and watch the game. We'll be taking sort of a control role for the first several rounds, building up our board and ensuring no one gets too far ahead. Then, out of nowhere, we slam Korvold, smack a player, and draw a ton of cards. Now, some people will ask why we're running the Mending of Dominaria, which shuffles our graveyard back into our library. Yes, this makes Korvold draw fewer cards, but we're running several sacrifice lands that will be brought back at the same time that will soon go back to our graveyard, so it's not like we'll have a completely empty graveyard. All in all, I'm very happy with how this deck turned out, especially with the budget I restricted myself to. Are you looking at building a Korvold Gleeful Glutton deck? What secret deck tech did you include? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. One of the tiers is specifically set up for Commander. For only $25, I will build you a custom Commander deck based around your specifications, and even do a deck video on it. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Squishy, Brett, Roxy, Josh, Sean, Pob Zombie, Mark, Alex, Daniel, Steve, Kevin, Alex, Cookie, Nick, Borgie, Jake, Exiled Rogue, Medman, and Manassas. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander deck videos often, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Also, if you're a fan of anime and manga like I am, feel free to check out my other channel, Musings by Danon. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.